Original side for judgment, item number 1 to 4.
So far as the prayers made in GA 43/2024, 44/2025, and 45/2025, excepting the prayers for keeping the particular application for holding election at abeyance, the other prayers are disposed of without any order. So far as the prayer made in GA 43, 44, and 45 for keeping the election or the application in 42 in abeyance, that is dismissed. 42 is allowed to the extent that ex-Chief Justice Jyotirmoy Bhattacharya is appointed as chairman cum special officer to hold elections and act as follows. Similarly, to determine the voting rights and or extent of shares as in previous orders, within a period of 2 months, this has to be held. Newspaper publication has to be made, and also to ensure wide publication of the election. As per the guidelines and rules framed by Dr. Taposh Kumar, that has to be followed. If he intends to have some other guidelines, that can also be imposed. And also invite suggestions from all the Sevaits for framing new set of rules. This matter will come up on 9th June 2025 before the court taking interrogatory matters. And 10 lakhs has been fixed for remuneration of, which was fixed.
Do we pray for stay of operation of the judgment? Stay of operation of the judgment?
No. No. It will party in the chamber. Yes. 43 disposed, so only 42. 42 will remain in the list. The others will dispose.
Yes, 46 there.
That would one which was kept in. That will go to the regular bench.
That will go to the regular bench as per they will list it. Only 42 will come. If they intend to proceed with that, that will be listed with this. That is left to the court. Thank you. Doctor. ভালো আছেন তো?
71 নম্বরটা কত আছে? 71 নম্বরটা কত আছে? 152 চলে গেছে তো ভাই।
This for the state.
Mr. Ansar Mandal is appearing for the state.
From this side. It is fixed on 7th. Since the matter is being heard, I did not intend to pass any interim order. He insisted for that. Since the matter is being heard, in the evening, this was intimated to him. I told him that on 7th, I will hear the matter. In the meantime, the notice has been given.
We don't have any information in regarding this, Your Lordship.
Give that.
This was done without our information.
When the matter is being heard, why this is being taken? You are for the state.
Mr. Ansar Mandal is appearing for the state.
Sure. Who appeared for the state?
Ansar Mandal and with Tanvir J. Mandal.
Ensure that this order is not executed, otherwise I have to list it in supplementary and pass a order.
Your Lordship,
Ensure that this is not undertaken till the hearing is held on 7th.
Lordship, then I'll convey the same to the officer, Your Lordship.
Or else I have to pass an interim order.
Yeah, I'll convey the same, Your Lordship.
This should not happen because this will complicate the issue.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'll convey the same to the authority.
Pradhan has appeared.
He has not. He appeared twice. I have served.
Where is Mr. Mondal?
He's in another court. He's on his legs.
Ask him to come.
Yes,
Mr. Bhattacharya? They have filed a report. State has filed a report.
yes, your lordship.
Item number 71.
I am here on behalf of the petitioner.
I'm for the state, your lordship. I'm for
Madam.
the contempt.
Hmm. Why you are not appearing? Yesterday the matter was called. Vicky,
Your lordship, according to the order passed in the writ, we have fixed a hearing date on 24/4/2005 at 3 p.m. But
Huh.
prior to that, the petitioner has not provided any copy of the probate nor a copy of the will to the office, your lordship.
what was the order passed?
Your lordship, the order was passed that the land manager will,
In which page number?
it's page number 94.
Okay. You have served a copy of this?
Your lordship, they have been intimated that the hearing will be conducted. It's on Annexure E, your lordship, of the report. Annexure F, your lordship, of the report.
E.
Contempt.
F. Learned appears on behalf of the petitioner. Learned advocate for the state files a statement of fact submitted by the alleged contender. Land manager is the contender?
Yes, your lordship.
No. Dated 24th March 2025, which is taken on record. It is found from Annexure F of the statement of fact that a notice has been issued to the petitioner for hearing on 24th of April 2025. 2025. In view of the above, is this matter 24 থেকে পরে ডেট দাও। 28th April, state is directed to furnish a further status report on the returnable date. Yes. What is happening, sir? On the date the matter is taken up, you are not there. For your convenience, the date is posted on 7th. In the meantime, the Pradhan issues a notice that tomorrow you will demolish the.
I was engaged.
You were not there. Nobody was there to represent the state. I posted it on 7th April so that the matter can be heard. The learned advocate for who was here for the private respondent.
Mr. Dilip Kumar Sinha.
Dilip Kumar Sinha was present. In their presence, I have placed it on 7th. In the meantime, he is with the notice that Pradhan has given him notice on 4th. That is tomorrow, a demolition will be undertaken.
Lordship, there was a previous notice of demolition as well. As far as I can recollect, today I'm not in a best position, but due to the pendency of this matter, it was somehow withheld. But now the scenario is, I have been told that a contempt proceeding is going on. Now, under that circumstances, the authorities are also under even pressure. If the matter is taken up tomorrow at the first sitting or something,
First sitting, it cannot be taken up.
then kindly considers, because there is no stay order or anything as such.
At a supplementary list further. Give a notice to Mr. Sinha. आज
Will be taken up tomorrow or
today,
I am not carrying.
tomorrow first half it will not be possible. এটা থাকবে ওই মিস্টার ভট্টাচার্যকে দাও দেবে তো তখন hearing.
Also in that case, because he has given me a copy of the exception, there is nothing much in it. I have submitted my report. If that copy I may rely from my learned friends, right? Because I am not carrying the brief, the matter is not scheduled to be held today, and they do not take advice from us before taking any administrative action. I'll assist this court.
What is the order passed in the contempt proceedings?
Contempt, I am not there in the contempt proceedings. Yeah, my learned friend and the learned friend for the private respondent may be able to enlighten.
Have not been made party.
Ask Mr. Sinha, give him a notice. Ask him to come.
I will assist to my fullest ability in this matter.
Okay.
He is also having the same difficulty. He also is not carrying the brief. But that we will be getting from Shartak, but whatever is there in the record of this court. Let it be taken up. Let us assist the court if court finds fit.
If you can ensure that this order will not be carried forward, then we can take it up on Monday.
There is a
But if there is an order in the contempt proceedings, then I have to hear.
That I am not enlightened about.
Contempt proceedings, so far my knowledge goes only order that already order has been complied with. They have not mentioning everything. The contempt has been filed before this honorable court, and his lordship was pleased to direct the petitioner to serve a copy of the contempt application. The matter has been fixed on such a in month of April some date. And with the rider that pendency of the registration will contempt will not debar the authority. So
Ask Mr. Sinha to come. Intention. 3.
Item number 72.
So I am for the petitioner lordship. In this matter, Mr. Tanmay Mukherjee is appearing and he is now engaged in court book number 18.
Lord, in this
Therefore,
matter,
I am paying for not today only.
Mr. Nirotpal Chatterjee is appearing for the alleged contempt, my lord. I am also praying for not today because he is also engaged in the courtroom number 17, my lord, because Justice Basu.
Both the learned advocates for the respective parties seek for accommodation. Release this matter on. বলো
দেখলি তো 73 কোথায় এই তো এটা নয় এটা 73 কোথায় দেখছি
বলো না 2 weeks for again. Release this matter after 2 weeks.
Great.
weeks. ওখানটা দেখ কি হলো 73 টা কয় 73 টা বলো মাইনারকে বলো আগে Item number 73.
My lord, I am for the petitioner, my lord. According to your lordship's order, I have served an affidavit of services filed by. My lord, actually the main writ petition, everybody has received and thus.
Directorate of Panchayat. अच्छा. Okay. Yes.
My lord, the main writ petition was regarding compassionate appointment, my lord. And actually, for the first time, the matter came up, and on that very day, I was seriously ill, so I could not come to the court. So the matter was dismissed for default. And my lord, I have filed the restoration application within the stipulated period, that is 30 days. And actually, my lord, I have explained.
Can affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record? Can 1 of 2024, this is an application for the restoration of the writ petition by recalling order dated 5th September 2024. Mr. So-and-so, learned advocate for the petitioner, submits that due to illness, he could not appear when the matter was taken up by the court, resulting in dismissal of the application. Petition, sorry, writ petition. He seeks for the restoration of the writ petition by recalling order of dismissal. Despite service, none appears on behalf of the respondents. Considering the submissions advanced on behalf of the petitioner and the amendments made in the application, it is found that the cause shown is sufficient to restore the writ petition on recalling order of dismissal. Stop. Accordingly, the order of dismissal dated 5th September 2024 is recalled. The writ petition being number WPA 21367 of 2024 is restored to its original file and number. Can 1 of 2024 stands disposed of. Let this matter appear.
My lord, I humbly
Will
pray,
appear.
my lord, within this month, my lord, supplementary.
No, this will appear in returnable motion or motion?
No,
motion.
the motion, my lord.
Motion. Place this, place this matter under the heading motion on 10th April 2024.
Grateful to Lord.
Learned advocate for the petitioner is directed to serve notice upon the learned advocate for the state, intimating the next date of hearing.
Grateful to your lordship.
Item number 74, 10th April.
I am for the petitioner. So the demolition is fixed today. In fact, it is happening when I am arguing this matter. Lordship, the only point that I have in this matter, if your Lordship comes, there are two
Affidavit of service.
affidavit of service is ready. So may I file it? Otherwise, I must make it my duty to point out at page 6. So everyone has received a copy, but I've asked the clerk also. So page 6, the Pradhan, the Panchayat had received it. After receiving it, they had some thought, after which they refused. Also, I've asked my clerk to get the refused copy as well. So also, I do not want to mislead this court. Your Lordship, they've received and thereafter refused.
Oh,
So I'm not getting the original. Also, I want to place that also. So there's
Kalki
only
also
2
did?
points.
tomorrow,
Lordship,
Get that.
kindly hears me for a moment.
tomorrow.
Lordship, but kindly hear me for a moment.
Complete the affidavit of service, then you proceed.
Lordship, but kindly
Get that.
appreciate that the demolition is going on. Your Lordship, the demolition order has been passed by relying upon a report, field survey report, which was not even served on the parties. So without serving me a copy and giving me an opportunity to deal with the survey report, the BLRO has gone on to the adjudicating authority has gone on to pass the order of demolition.
কালকে রাখ
Lordship, kindly appreciate
তাহলে
the matter is
হবে নিচে 25 কালকে not
the demolition is going on. There are at least 40 people on site.
not today.
Lordship, if the panchayat still does
Sir,
not
complete the service and then mention.
Lordship, if the panchayat still does not
Tomorrow we'll take it up.
because I've already attempted to serve, they are not taking it up.
Item number 75.
So where is that?
Lordship, that I'm just bringing. If your Lordship gives me a short pass over, your Lordship.
Passover রাখলো
Grateful, Lordship.
I am for the respondent number 6. Today I am paying for not today.
Chana,
I am for the respondent number 6. I am paying for not today.
হবে না আসবে না কেন
Lordship, I am appearing for the petitioner.
yes
My Lord, kindly allow me to make my submission on virtual if your Lordship thinks so. My Lord, this matter relates to illegal construction in respect of a property
where is
which
the
belongs to the. My Lord, I have served my junior on the way, my Lord. For that reason, even I am. Would your Lordship pleasure to kindly take up, my Lord, only not today, so that I can come up with all the documentation, my Lord, and the service. It has been served upon all the parties.
tomorrow ঠিক আছে
So
On the
kind of Lordship.
advocate petitioner release this matter on কবে আসছে next Thursday কত তারিখ হচ্ছে 10th
So kind of Lordship. So kind of Lordship.
10th
Item number 76.
Under item 76, I am for petitioner, my Lord, before your Lordship, my Lord.
My lord, I beg to appear on behalf of respondent number 8 and 9.
My lord, I am appearing for petition number 3.
3 yes what is this
My Lord,
I agree with the state respondent.
Lord, I filed this writ application, my Lord, before your Lordship, for my Lord. Petitioner, my Lord, filed my Lord application under RTI. So, my Lord, before the Pradhan first, he, my Lord, did not give any, my Lord, reply to, my Lord, in respect of his, my
Wait.
Lord, application.
প্রধান
Without, my Lord, given any information, my Lord, the Panchayat Pradhan, my Lord, issued, my Lord, kindly, my Lord, see page 23 and Annexure P4.
where is service upon প্রধান
I am appearing.
No. and private respondents You-
I am for the respondent number 3.
I'm appearing for 8 and 9. My senior is appearing on virtual mode.
no are they private parties
Yes, my Lord.
My lord, I do appear for the private respondents.
10 is you are for 10
My lord, private respondent number 8 and 9, I am appearing.
okay পঞ্চায়েত প্রধান পঞ্চায়েত yes sir yes
My Lord, without given, my Lord, any, my Lord, reply, my Lord, kindly see page 23 in my writ application, my Lord, Annexure P4. My Lord, he issued, my Lord, the Panchayat Pradhan issued, my Lord, letter to the petitioner
my lord, with permission from my lords, I read the my lord letters. এতর দ্বারা আপনাকে অবগত করা যায় যে দক্ষিণ বারাসত গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েতের জন তথ্য আধিকারী আইন 2005 অনুযায়ী প্রেরিত চিঠির তারিখে 7/12/2021 চিঠি গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েতের জমার তারিখ 19/2/2021 অনুযায়ী আপনার চাওয়া ব্যক্তিগত তথ্যের কারণে বেলিয়াডাঙ্গা গ্রামের বিবেকানন্দ পল্লী নিবাসী মাননীয় সুরেন্দ্র নস্কর পিতা চুনিলাল নস্কর মহাশয়কে গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েত হইতে প্রেরিত চিঠির স্বাক্ষর নম্বর 3GB সাজাসা যা সম্মতি প্রদানের জন্য প্রেরিত হইয়াছে পরিস্থিতি ব্যক্তিগত তথ্যের কারণে সংশ্লিষ্ট ব্যক্তির সম্মতি পাইলে আপনাকে তথ্য সরবরাহ করা হইবে। My lord, the petitioner make the application for seeking the some information regarding the my lord construction. My lord, the construction has been made, my lord, on the land, which land, my lord, is my lord Borgaland. Second, my lord, Jolajomi. Third, my lord, the without conversion any land and my lord taking any permission and sanction plan from the my lord concerned authority, that is my lord Pradhan, he my lord make the illegal construction. That therefore, my lord, the petitioner make the application under right to information for seeking the my lord following my lord information, which my lord I also annexing in page my lord, annex at page 2 my lord, annex at P2 page 20. My lord, there have a seeking my lord information that whether the said building has been constructed after taking proper permission from you as per the provision of the Panchayat Act and building rules. If yes, give the particulars. Second, my lord, whether the said two-storage building was constructed upon taking proper permission or not. If yes, give particular. Third, my lord, whether the said building has not been valid sanction plan or not. If yes, how many square feet was sanctioned? Please supply the same to me. Fourth, the above stated information have not been supplied to me as per the provision of the Right to Information Act 2025.
Yes.
Thereafter, my lord, for not furnishing any information, the petitioner make a application, my lord, before the appellate authority. My lord, the appellate authority also, my lord, issued the letter to the state public information officer to give the information. My lord, the state my lord, authority, my lord, without giving any information, passing and my lord illegal order, my lord, which is the my lord most important, my lord, in my writ application. There, my lord, he disposes the my lord all application and my lord close the my lord application without giving any information. My lord, which my lord I annexing my lord the illegal order by my lord annexer, page my lord P7, page 31. And my lord kindly see my lord their observation, my lord page 33. My lord, the State Chief Information Commissioner West Bengal, my lord, by depicting my lord and delineating my lord, he is my lord closing the my lord application, that my lord, the commissioner observed that the appellant is stating some
Page number.
Page 33 in my writ application.
So is the appellate authority?
Yes, my lord. State information, my lord, State Chief Commissioner, my lord. Second appeal, my lord, second appeal, my lord. The commissioner observed that the appellate is stating some cross with the C aforesaid person. RTI application has been used instrument of harassment and it is violating the spirit of RTI application. Replying such query will not serve any public interest. This has reference to the following provision of RTI Act and case law. The preamble of the RTI Act 2005 says democracy requires information, citizenship and transparency of information which are vital to contain corruption and to hold the government accountability. This aim of the act has to be harmonized with other public information, including the efficient operation government, optimum used to limited fiscal recourse, etc. Honorable Supreme Court Judgment 2021 in case of Aditya Bandyopadhyay CVS. Honorable Supreme Court Judgment dated 2nd September 2020 11 in the Institute Chartered Accounts of India. And my lord Sahil says, my lord such and such. My lord, applicant is advised in future he should file RTI application keeping in view the spirit of RTI Act. Various judgment, Honorable Supreme Court, such and such, my lord, in the case is closed. My lord. My lord,
3.1.
Yes, yes.
My lord, as per section, my lord, as per section, my lord, 2J of the Right to Information Act, I have a right to seeking the information from the public. My lord, this is the, my lord, public, my lord, related issue, whether the illegal construction has been made by, my lord, changing the nature and character, and, my lord, the changing the ecological, my lord, imbalance on, my lord, Borga land, and, my lord, as per section 24, my lord, the authority, section 4 clause 2, my lord, the Information Act, the authority is duty bound to give the furnish the information seeking by the petitioner. My lord, this is not the exceptional case, my lord, which is right down, my lord, section 24 of, my lord, RTI Act 2025.
Right to Information Act you're carrying?
Yes, my lord.
Yeah.
My lord now kindly permits me to place my case.
Your turn has not come because your friend
My
has not.
lord. My lord.
Who is the first appellate authority?
My lord, first appellate authority BDO. His, my lord.
His order?
My lord.
Where is his order?
My lord, his order, my lord, in annexer, my lord. My lord, page 30. Who, my lord, transferred to the, my lord, State Public Information Officer. Page 30, annexer P6, my lord.
আচ্ছা দিয়ে দিন yes this is all
my lord that in respect, my lord, kindly see, my lord, the definition of, my lord, right to information, my lord, section 2J of the Right to Information Act 2005. My lord, the right to information means the right to information accessibility under this act, which is held by or under the control of any public authority and includes the right to inspection of work, document, record, taking notes, extract or certified copy or document or record, taking certified sample of material, obtaining the information in the form of desktops, floppies, tape, video, cassette, such and such, my lord. And second, my lord, kindly see, my lord, section 4, clause, my lord, 2, the Right to Information Act 2005. It shall be the consent, endeavor of the every public authority to take step in accordance with the requirement of clause B of subsection 1 to provide as much as information suo motu to the public at regular interval through various means of the communication, include internet, so that the public have minimum restored the use of this act to obtain information. And, my lord, section 6, my lord, request for obtaining information, my lord. A person who desires to obtain any information under this act shall make a request in writing or throughout the electronic means in English or Hindi or in official language in the area in which the application made by the accompany, such fees as may be prescribed to the, my lord. All formality, my lord, in the application, my lord, under RTI Act 2025, we are, my lord, comply the each and every, my lord, procedure, my lord. After, my lord, complete the each and every procedure, my lord, they are not, my lord, furnish the following, my lord, information to us.
Yes, that is all.
My lord, that in respect, my lord, I placing, my lord, some judgment before your lordship, my lord. First to check Central Board of Universities.
But I am basically the state responding. File a copy of the report. Before that, I have with greatest of respect, your lordship for a student has examinations to ERC application adjournment. So can you have a look at the prayer?
No, I've seen the prayer.
Question number 2, it was the
I've seen the prayer.
It's regard to the supply of information by the authority by us. But perhaps it will be dealt with by credits of restaurant by the restorative bench, not by your lordship. Kindly don't take me if I say so, Lord, your lordship don't have perhaps the development to try and hear the application as
My lord, I do also agree with this point, my lord. This is a matter wherein, my lord, the issue involved is with regard to inaction of RTI authority and not an inaction, my lord, under the Panchayats Act. That's why, my lord, this writ petition is wrongly instituted under Group 5. It is contradicting with the Calcutta High Court writ rules. This should be an application, my lord, under Group 9.
They have preferred only one application with respect to one application.
And my lord, furthermore, my lord, kindly comes to the affidavit page once.
No, this will come under Group 9.
My lord, my lord. And my lord, kindly comes at page 18. First, my lord, my substance is, my lord, this application is not maintainable at its current form.
Understand, if it is come under Group 9, then I have to release the matter. There
My
is no
lord.
option that you know very well. So please don't mislead that, no, this is Panchayat related information not provided, so this court has jurisdiction. Don't do that. If it is comes under, you say that it is Group 9, it will be released for want of determination, go to the bench having determination. That's all.
My lord.
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner submits that is taken on record. Learned advocate representing the petitioner as well as respondent numbers. Mr. Samantu is for
Information Commission respond number 2.
respond number 2. Central or State Information Commission. State Chief Information Commissioner. And you are, sir, you are for?
My lord, I am for respondent number 8 and 9, my lord.
Respondent number 8 and 9. देखने की है. Private respondent number 8 and 9.
My lord.
10. Okay. Submits that the
Lord, I appear for the state respondent.
submits that the matter pertains to classification under Group 9 within bracket residuary, which has been wrongly classified under Group 5 of the Group 5 Panchayat as per the classification list. In view of such submissions, the matter is released from the list of this court due to want of determination.
And my lord, give me liberty to mention, my lord, before appropriate means, my lord.
That the department will take.
They always have that liberty, my lord. My lord doesn't need to give that liberty. They always have that liberty.
Advocate for the petitioner, leave is granted to correct the presentation form. Department is directed to take appropriate steps in this regard.
I'm grateful, much obliged, my lord.
Deeply obliged, lordship.
Oh, happy Adjournment.
In respect of item number 73, my lord, I'm led by Miss Sabnam De Vardhan, my lord. My lord, she is appearing for the state, my lord. My lord, may the name be recorded, my lord.
Not now. What is the order first?
My lord, the restoration application has been allowed by your lordship.
Ye dictation niye chalo? Restoration. Why do you come?
My lord, just sir, my lord, she was on legs in another court, my lord. That's why, my lord.
No, sir. Sorry.
My lord, kindly, my lord.
No,
My lord,
please
just,
don't
my
do
lord,
it.
my
Don't
lord,
do it.
we are
Because the
coming,
court
my
has
lord.
other works to do.
My lord, that's
If you are not responding at the time when the matter was called on, you cannot.
my lord, on the last occasion only we have
cannot be done.
received the brief, my lord.
No,
my lord.
again this AR has to be called on.
My lord.
Dictate again the order where it is recorded that none appears on behalf of the state despite service of notice. This cannot be done.
I apologize,
They
my
were
lord,
there,
for that,
I could have changed it. Don't praise such things. The supplementary.
Supplementary list item number 1.
Where is Mr. Sinha?
Lordship, I have spoken to him over the phone. He has requested this court because he has left the court He has requested if the matter can be taken up at around 4 p.m. He'll
4.
4.
4. He will be there at 4.
He has ascertained.
Talk to him. If he can come at 4, I will take it up at 4.
I'll
4
ascertain.
p.m.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. এটাকে 4টের সময় রাখ। Please, Mr. Bhattacharya, ensure his attendance so that the matter can be heard. Ask, talk to him. In presence of all the sides, I will take it up on 4টের সময়। Passover. Yes, Mr.
The original.
74.
File the affidavit of
Item number 74.
This is the receipt wherein they had first accepted it. Thereafter, Your Lordship, they've scribbled refuse and cut their acceptance. Lordship will find the stamp of the Gram Panchayat as well.
So this was served by hand.
Yes, Your Lordship, this was served by hand. They had first accepted it. Thereafter, they had a change of mind or they refused it and cut it. Because Your Lordship will find the stamp as well.
So did you send the notice through registered speed post?
By hand. Your Lordship, it was this petition was affirmed on 1st of April, served on 2nd of April, and this is appearing before Your Lordship today on 3rd. Because the demolition is fixed today. In fact, it is happening. It is already happening.
So all this time you could not serve through registered speed post?
No, Your Lordship. Lordship, I was in fact not even aware of the order. As soon as I became aware of the order, I've never been formally served with the order. As soon as I became aware of the order, Your Lordship, I have filed this writ petition. Lordship, 2 grounds. If Your Lordship kindly comes to the notice of hearing, Your Lordship will find at page 22. Lordship will see this is a combined notice of hearing given to 2 separate parties having their the address of which are all different. If Your Lordship kindly sees page 22, addresses 2, Your Lordship will find one Mohammed Naseem, whose DAG number is 1131. Page 22 of my writ petition, Your Lordship, annexure P3. Annexure P3, Your Lordship, at page 22, Your Lordship will find the addressee number 2 is one Mohammed Naseem, whose DAG number, Your Lordship, will find is 1131, which is a separate plot in itself. And 3 is the petitioner before Your Lordship, Mohammed Iqbal. Your Lordship will find this is DAG number is 352. So 2 completely different plots. Your Lordship, a notice of hearing, a combined notice of hearing is given, and a date of hearing is fixed. Now, Your Lordship,
who is Mohammed Naseem?
Lordship, Mohammed Naseem is a third party. He's not even a neighbor nor a relative, nothing. He has a plot. He has a different plot number. Your Lordship will see DAG number 1131, and mine is DAG number 354. It's not that it is even adjacent to each other. So 2 completely different parties given a combined notice of hearing. And thereafter, Your Lordship will see the order at page 23. Now, here Your Lordship will see the third paragraph.
Building is already constructed plot number this and over plot number this at the same moja.
The third paragraph is
both of you have constructed. So then
I'm only aggrieved by the fact that the field inquiry report on the basis of which this order has been passed was never even given, a copy was never given to me, nor did I have the opportunity to deal with it. And B, Your Lordship, whenever such field inquiry report was carried out by the BLRO, should the BLRO ought to have given me notice. In my absence, Your Lordship, the BLRO has carried out this field survey and filed a report on the basis of which the order has been passed.
So both of you are carrying on illegal activities.
No, Your
That is
Lordship.
what is appearing in the order.
Lordship,
It's
that's what
all
is
the
appearing
plots
here.
belong is comprised in the same Moja.
Yes, Your Lordship. Same Moza, but different dark numbers. Same Moza, but
It's
different.
not that the lands are adjoining because they are serially plotted. No,
Lordship, this my instruction.
1132 and 351 might be adjoining plots.
Lordship, my instructions they are not.
No, that is your instruction.
Lordship,
But
be
that
that as
cannot.
it may, if Your Lordship kindly takes a
They
page.
say that in plot you have 4-storied building in both the plots
Lordship.
at the same
I'm
Moja.
not concerned with mine.
You are partners. You are partners in some construction. Then previously there was any order upon the Pradhan to make any inspection and thereafter carry out the orders of the court?
Previous litigation, if any.
Uh,
Your Lordship. That is the sanction plan.
served upon the state.
Lordship, served upon the state, Your Lordship will kindly find the affidavit of service that we see at page 5.
Stated anybody in the panel, state panel? Sir, you appear in this case and take instruction and file a report. Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. Mr. So-and-so learned advocate for the petitioner. Submits that notice has been served upon the petitioner for demolition of the building. So the building of Nasim.
Lordship, Mohammed Iqbal, the petitioner.
No, Nasim. You say that Nasim has made a construction, you have not made construction, or you have a separate.
I have a separate plot.
Separate plot.
Have been initiated, but I am not concerned with Mohammed Nasim.
Okay.
Those are my instructions. I am
কি বললাম গো?
concerned with my plot.
Demolition of the building on 28th January 2025. The petitioner has made construction as per the sanctioned building plan over his plot of land being plot number 352, jail number 10, Mouja. What is this Mouja?
The Moza number is jail number.
Mouja
Malikpur, Mallikpur.
Malikpur. Malikpur.
Page 21.
Malikpur.
Mallikpur.
There is no illegal construction undertaken by the petitioner. None appears on behalf of the state. Mr. So-and-so, learned advocate, who usually appears on behalf of the state, is requested to appear in this matter. Regularize করবে. A learned advocate for the petition is directed to serve a copy of the petition along with annexures upon the learned advocate for the state. State is directed to file a report on next week within a week.
Lordship, the demolition is ongoing.
Within a week.
Lordship, I'm serving a copy here and now, Your Lordship. Kindly keep
So
it.
we have to get an instruction whether these two plots are involved or not. That has to be ascertained.
Or because
We
after a
cannot
week
pass
they
any
will
interim order like this. No.
In the
Hello?
meantime, they will complete the demolition. My writ will become infructuous.
Huh.
The kindly keeps it tomorrow or on Monday. That is my that is my contention, Your Lordship. In a week they will come. They will demolish the entire building.
From January 2025,
He was not communicated. When he came to know about this, that's why the writ is formed on 1st of April, Your Lordship. In fact, I have photos, Your Lordship. The demolition.
if it is not okay tomorrow, get a information. Then on Monday. হ্যাঁ মোশনে মানডেতে আসবে না, না কালকেই আসবে। আর রিটার্নেবল মোশন হলে তাহলে মানডেতে আমরা রিটার্নেবল মোশনে দিয়ে দাও।
The Lordship will not be pleased to pass any interim
On Monday, returnable motion টপে কিছু আছে মানডেতে? Not twisted, not
It will
twisted.
be Your Lordship's pleasure to stop the demolition in the meantime.
দুটো আছে, ঠিক আছে, তারপর টপের দিকে রাখো, ওটা নেবো।
I'm carrying photos. They are demolishing it right now.
On you get the instruction and file a report on 7th.
It will be Your Lordship's pleasure to record the fact that I have submitted the original service copy which has been refused by the panchayat.
ও হ্যাঁ, এই শোনো শোনো, the learned advocate for the petitioner has produced the copy
Your Lordship.
which has been served initially upon the Pradhan but subsequently refused. What is the date of that? 2nd April. 2nd April 2025, which is taken on record. Within a week now, by the returnable date. A returnable motion is 7th as
3:30.
Monday at 3:30. So my humble request, if in the meantime, Your Lordship, because 3 days they will demolish the.
what can be done. From
entire
January you sit tight. Confusion. Get the report.
Item number 77.
Madam, please don't make a request because I have passed an order, the AR has gone. In that matter?
Item number 73, my lord, I was not.
No, enough time. Sorry.
My lord, kindly, my lord, consider and just.
I have told your junior, no? I have told your junior, the AR has left. They have produced the affidavit of service. I have recorded that.
Kindly just mention our names that we are.
Then I have to correct the order where it is stated that none appears on behalf of the state despite service. Oh, মুশকিল। কে নিয়েছে dictation?
I will arrange.
What you will arrange? At the time when the matter is called on, there is nobody. Where is your junior? How many persons will come? Record করে দেন নামটা। কে নিয়েছে dictation? কে নিয়েছে? বলে দাও ওখানে যে ওই অ্যাপিয়ারেন্সটা নোট করে gives the matter to the discretion of the court. Yes. এটা কত নম্বর আইটেম? 77.
77, my lord, I'm appearing on behalf of the state, my lord.
Petitioner? Mentioning is কালকেও ছিল লিস্টে? আগের দিন ছিল? না, আগের দিন ছিল? এটা কবে লিস্ট করতে বলেছিল? 6th ফেব্রুয়ারি। আসলে অ্যাপ্লিকেশন করে দেন, রেখে দিলে না ভাই, আসবে না, নিজের মতো করে করবে। ডিসমিস করে দিন। None appears on behalf of the petitioner, nor any accommodation has been sought for. In view of the above, the writ petition stands dismissed for default. All connected applications.
Item number 78.
I am for the petition in this matter.
I'm for the state, your lordship.
May I file my affidavit of service? No, all have been served, my lord. They have received. This is with regard to, my lord, allegation of unauthorized construction made by the private respondent. But I have made a representation to the Panchayat authority. The Panchayat authority has received, my lord. I have checked it up.
651 serve again. 651 Pradhan serve. Okay. 648. Parali.
My prayer is to consider the representation which have been, my lord, I made to the Panchayat authority. Let them decide, my lord, decide the issue whether the construction has been made illegally without any sanction plan or not. That is my innocuous prayer before your lordship.
Private respondents have not been served.
Yes, served.
Private respondent, what is the endorsement on the consignment sent to the private respondent?
My lord, may I assist your lordship? Page 8, my lord, confirmation is there. My lord, my representation is at page 60.
No, this item has been delivered to the sender, not to the addressee.
My lord, delivery confirmed, my lord. They are on the top right hand side, my lord. Delivery confirmed or not? My lord, such and such. Let late also, my lord, hard by Panchayat authority.
Okay,
My
check.
prayer is-
Your lordship, Pradhan is the answering respondent. They
I
also have
made
not
a
given any representation to the state authority.
Pradhan, this is to Pradhan.
Yes, only to the Pradhan.
My lord, Panchayat, my allegation is Panchayat authority has not sanctioned the plan. My lord, this is a, my lord, nutshell in the matter, my lord, kindly, may I submit? This is a joint property of my deceased father, my lord. My private respondent is a brother.
Okay.
My lord, adjoining my lord, encroaching my land, and my lord, the allegation is of, my lord, without the leaving the site space, they are making construction.
So there is a partition.
No, nothing.
Unpartition.
Unpartitioned.
Partition suit has filed.
My lord, no partition suit has been filed. So for my instruction is. So my respectful submission is that, my lord, the Panchayat authority only looking into the fact that the sanction plan has been sanctioned or not, and without
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. This writ petition has been filed for seeking direction seeking direction upon respond number 4 and 5 to take action against the private respondent for demolition of unauthorized and illegal construction, pakka construction over LR plot number 601, Patiyan number 459, jail number 56, Mauja, Kalubati, district police station, Horipal, district Hooghly. The petitioner contends that he is the co-sharer in respect of the property in question. The private respondent, who is the brother, who is the brother of the petitioner, has undertaken unauthorized construction over the property in question. A representation was made before the Pradhan, Shahadev Gram Panchayat Raghunathpur. This is respond number 5. However, no steps has been taken, hence this writ petition. Mr. So and so, learned advocate for the petitioner, submits that direction be issued upon the Pradhan to consider the representation. Date the representation date. No date. 19 September 2024. No.
The report of officer in charge. It's the same that the Pradhan is the actual authority answering responses.
Nineteenth September 2024. Ms. So-and-so, an advocate for the state respondents, submits that the Pradhan, respond number 5 Pradhan is the appropriate authority to respond to the issues raised in the writ petition. She files a report furnished by the officer in charge, Horipal Police Station, dated 23rd January 2025, which is taken on record. Upon hearing the learned advocate for respective parties, similar. Or eta, Pradhan is directed to consider the representation of the petitioner. Cause inspection and dispose. 2 months has been given to him to arrive at a conclusion.
Item number 79. I am for the petition.
Respondent led by Mr. Lolit Mohan.
My affidavit of service, madam. The petitioners was temporarily appointed as the belong to the scheduled type community, madam. He appointed as the post of cook come helper, madam, as temporarily. Thereafter, madam, they have taken for interview for the filling of the said post as a permanent. Petitioner duly appeared, madam, but on a sudden, madam, his father also, madam, was work in the said hostel, madam, for as a cook, madam. But after interview was held, he was not selected, he complied all the formalities, but he was selected another person without and directed to the petitioner made a representation to with a request to give the reason how the private the another person was selected for the said post. They have not replied it. Kindly come to last annexure, my lord, kindly come to my lord, page 45. My lord, it is Bengali, my lord, the representation, my lord.
But then who has given this appointment?
PDO, my lord. It is not a, my lord, the school post, my lord. It is a hostel, my lord, ashram hostel, my lord.
Then how this is coming under panchayat?
Is my lord, the one, I mean, this ashram is run by the panchayat authorities, my lord.
Where is that?
Yes, my lord. I have also made, my lord, the kindly see, my lord, the cost writer, my lord, the kindly see, my lord, the notice. My lord, kindly come to page 25, my lord. 24, my lord. Page 24, my lord. The block government officer, Saguddigi Murshidabad, my lord, the interview letter was signed, my lord. Interview for the post of helper cooking high school ST Ashram hostel, my lord.
Now, how this is under group 5? That is what I'm asking. Hmm? Where is the panchayat involved in this? School has given you appointment as a helper and cook.
Yes, my lord.
And the order, suppose, has been signed by block development officer. How the panchayat is involved?
Block government officer is the, yes.
Advertisement given by block
It is not a service under the panchayat, under which notice issued by, what is this, 2nd January 2024?
Yes, my lord.
2nd January 2024?
Page 41.
Page 41, my lord.
No, page 21.
It's page 21, 2nd January notification, my lord. This is a notice, my lord. For fill up the post. This is the notice, my lord. Notice inviting my lord application for the said post.
Yes, Mr. Mondal. How this will be under panchayat?
It's come to the residue.
Hmm?
You go to the residue record, my lord.
Or you find out before releasing, we find out whether this court has determination.
Kindly give me 7 days time, my lord.
Find out.
Also,
Copy
he
has
is
been.
admitted in
Huh?
his representation. Already appointment is given another person.
Yes, my lord. I am.
So that person also.
On the prayer of learned advocate for the petitioner, release this matter on accept Thursday.
Deep left. No, immediate service, my lord, kept in.
Affidavit service is taken on record. File on behalf of the petition is taken on record.
Item number 80.
নামটা দিয়ে
I am on behalf of the petition. Affidavit, sir.
Petitioner,
I am on behalf of the petition. Matter is regarding illegal construction without taking sanction plan from the appropriate authorities. And petitioner have made favorable representation before the concerned Pradhan, but Pradhan did not take any efficacious
561.
step against the private respondent. Morefully, the land in question is nature, jal, water, where illegal construction is going on.
Honorable, where is the service upon Pradhan?
Email, by email.
Served through post. Affidavit service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. Petitioner is directed to serve notice through registered speed post with acknowledgement due upon or a notice upon Respondent number 5. Pradhan Mohammadpur Gram Panchayat 2. To receive an acknowledgement due and file affidavit service on the returnable date. Release this matter. 25. 1 week this can be done? Or Friday, next Friday, 11th. 11th April.
11th নামগুলো দিয়ে শর্ট হয়ে যাবে 81
81.
yes
I'm happy
Well,
for the
this
state
is very
Milord.
small issue.
Item number 81.
The property of the god is not cannot sell. The petitioner purchased the land, a small piece of land in the name of C.C. Baba Loknath Jiu. The said land, the private respondent, my lord, made illegal construction. They have raised objections to the video and the Pradhan that you take actions. Nothing has been done. Your lordship may refer the issue to either to the video or Pradhan.
Yes. Yeah, for state.
So yes, no problem.
The private respondents have been served.
Respondent, I'm paying for an accommodation manner to take instructions. Pradhan,
What instruction?
Pradhan will look into the matter. They will make
Yes.
inquiry.
Nothing.
Take instruction, come back tomorrow. এই affidavit service return করে দিন।
May it be on Monday, my lord. I have some difficulty.
No, Monday, not 2025 matters will not be taken up. Tomorrow. Let him take instruction, thereafter he can pass on. Yes.
Item number 437.
No? Hmm? অপু ভাস্কর নির্মল অসুবিধা হচ্ছে বেশ আগে তো সুন্দর ছিল যদি পড়তে হবে
My lord, prior to making submissions, my lord, may I place the exception to the report? Yesterday, your lordship was pleased to return. May I file it today, the exception to the report filed by the Jila Parishad?
কালকে ফাইল হয়নি
কালকে return.
আচ্ছা yes
My lord, this is the matter. My lord, may I briefly indicate the facts of the case? My lord, in the Panchayat area, there was a sanctioned building plan of G+7 storied building issued by the Jila Parishad. And that has been that authority that also has been vetted by the Panchayat and Rural Development Authority also. Now, I am questioning whether the provisions of Rule 21, Sub-Rule 1 has been followed in its true letter and spirit. That is, the minimum pathway of 6.5 feet from the main road there has to be passage towards the building. That I have shown yesterday, my lord. That is Rule 21(1) and Section 160A of the Panchayat Act, which prescribes that there should the permission 160A subsection 1 says that up to 6.5 meters. If it is beyond that, then it should be a industrial area that falls within the Panchayat and Rural Panchayat area or the Jila Parishad that has to be sanctioned by the Panchayat and Rural Development. That is subsection 3. Now, my lord, I'm questioning the Rule 21(1) because the 6.5 feet pathway
it belongs to the railway. My lord, I would show the instances where the railways, and even in their report, it is an admitted fact that this 6.5 feet is a railway property. If that is a railway property, even if I consider that it is an easement by prescription, that also minimum of 20 years, and in case of a government land, that would amount to 30 years. So, my lord, in the report, my lord, if your lordship can see, in the impugned order, reasoned order,
No, you tell me what is your grievance in the writ petition?
grievance in the writ petition is that the impugned order, which says that all the formalities of 21(1) and the Panchayat Act has been followed, that is not correct. That is the 21(1) and the Panchayat Act under 60A(1), that whether that has been complied in its true letter and spirit. My lord, would kindly see the impugned order at page 59, impugned reasoned order, page 59. My lord, may I read it out?
Yes.
It starts from in the middle. Now, as per the order of the Honorable High Court, there was a direction by this Honorable High Court in an earlier writ petition to treat that writ petition as a representation and deal with the questions of 21(1) and the other issues. Now, the answer to that is from 1. It is ascertained that Jila Parishad is the authority to sanction building plans of certain height and area as per the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973. In this case, as the building height is more than 15 meters, NOC from Panchayat department was also required, which was duly given by the department based on which the Jila Parishad sanctioned the plan. That is in annexure R1 of the report of the Jila Parishad. The existence of the 6.5 feet wide concrete road was admitted unanimously by all parties concerned, but nobody could enlighten as regards the entity that constructed the road. All parties involved unanimously agreed that this road was used by local people for at least more than 15 years. The railway official present in the hearing highlighted that no easementary right was sanctioned by the railways regarding that plot of land. Fourth, since the road pathway under consideration has been used for this purpose by the local residents for more than at least 15 years, which has also been unanimously agreed by all the parties, it is difficult to ascertain whether the character of the land over which the road was now being constructed can be changed subsequently for any other purpose. Now 21(1) has been quoted. May I read the quoted portion, my lord? With effect from such date and with respect to such gram or grams as may be specified by the state government by notification, every structure or building shall have an approach road or passage from a public road, and the minimum width of such passage or road shall be 1 8/10, that is near about 6 meters. It is to be noted, as per the inspection done in the presence of all parties on 3rd of February 23, the presence of 6.5 feet wide concrete approach road has been ascertained. This is approximately 1.9 meters wide, hence Rule 21(1) is complied with. The Rule 21(1) says that every structure or building. Now, my lord, kindly come to page 36. Page 36, my lord. From the bottom left-hand side, that is the 6.5 feet, 6.5 feet. And where is the construction and where is the building and where is the vacant area? Whether it is approaching the building. That is my question to the Jila Parishad. Whether that can be done. Now, my lord, I would demonstrate how the Jila Parishad is very considerate towards the private respondent.
Public road, message. Okay. So there is no passage to the building.
No. And even if it is, I assume, for the sake of argument, it is there. Whether that can be considered as the passage that is used as a easementary rights, or that can be considered for that construction of the building. If I consider section 15 of the Easement Act at all, that is 15 years admitted by all the parties. If it is a government land, that is 30 years.
It's difficult to understand whether the character of land over which the road has now been constructed and changed subsequently for any other purpose. Yes.
Now, my lord, if your lordship kindly take up the report of the Jila Parishad. I want to point out one anomaly, whether my learned friends from the Jila Parishad would clarify the position, legal position.
Where is that?
The report of the Jila Parishad.
Page number.
Report of the Jila Parishad, that is a separate report, page 3. Your lordship, separate document the report, not with the report, not with the writ petition, separate document filed by the Jila Parishad.
Yes.
Kindly come to page 3. Para Roman 3.
Yes.
That the recorded owners made an agreement on 14/9/2020 with AB Construction Developers, represented by its partners, namely such and such, as constructive developers, prayed for sanction of commercial building plan before the Purva Medinipur Jila Parishad Authority, maintaining all formalities. The Jila Parishad Authority perused the material on record, namely deed of the land, LR record of right, conversion, building plan, sketch map. Now, on 14/9/2020, the development agreement is executed. Kindly come to the second para, third para, Roman 3. The matters were referred to Panchayat and Rural Development, VDA memo number such and such on 19/6/2020, 3 months prior to that. The Jila Parishad would enlighten us how it can be done, whether there is a legal provision prior to the development agreement, it can be done. Whether this plan was, the application was made by the AV developers or the owners of the land. That is my second issue. And the last and penultimate issue which I want to highlight, kindly come to section 160A of the Panchayat Act. My lord, may I hand over a copy? My lord, may I read it? 160A, control of building operations. Subsection 1, no person shall erect any new structure or new building or make any addition to any structure or building having a plinth area of more than 300 square meters and height more than 65 meters. In this case, it is more than 15 meters in any area other than area of an industrial estate or industrial park within the jurisdiction of any panchayat under the area of Jila Parishad, except with the previous permission in writing of the Jila Parishad. My lord, my understanding is that beyond 6.5 meters, it has to be an industrial area, industrial estate. Jila Parishad would clarify whether this is an industrial area or industrial estate.
No person shall erect any structure, building, or building.
Totally misinterpretation.
Maybe, sir, you will get your turn.
Square meters and height more than 6.5 meters.
That is my understanding. Sorry.
Other than Perhaps you read other than an area of an industrial estate, keep it aside, and then read
No person.
okay,
No,
clean area of more than 300 square feet and height more than 6.5 meters in area within the jurisdiction of any panchayat area of Jila Parishad.
Yes. More than 6.5.
So probably if the area falls under industrial estate, some other permissions would be required. That is what the section says.
Then I stand corrected, my lord. Even if I consider that is, then my lord kindly consider rule 21(1), whether rule
No, Demla Babu, বইটা দিন। ওই administration rules টা কই?
of Gram Panchayat administration.
Yes.
With effect from such date and with respect to such gram or grams as may be specified by the state government by notification, every structure or building shall have an approach road or passage from a public road, and the minimum width of such passage or road shall be 1 8/10 meters. My lord, there is no dispute about the width of the road, but I have demonstrated that the passage is not towards the building. That is through a vacant place that has not been converted yet. That is a wetland. Whether that can be considered as a passage. Secondly, that passage, no inventory right has been given by the railway. It is an admitted position. Whether that passage can be considered as a passage under 21(1). On these points, my lord, my argument.
Yes.
I am for Jila Parishad. My submission is, my lord. Suppose that it's law. Particular space. That is parking the no, they are from the landowner. After to Jila Parishad for permission. So, as the plot building, above 50 height. Jila Parishad authority is grant permission. He has to take in permission from the state government. As such, the permission has been taken to as the plot. It has been explored state government. The state government have annexed the report. The 6 after the plot 7. So with lot we have approach to the government permission for dancing NOC. The government granted NOC, then the officer dot approach and plan. The person got the person will taken from the government.
Where is that page?
Clearance of fire. The clearance of proposed construction. But it has been sent by the John Secretary, the Executive Officer of Jila Parishad. After the clearance of proposed construction of the 7-story residential building, the number of resource living instructed developer Barbahala on the Mahanta Gram Panchayat. That as regards the above difference, I am ready to inform you that the department has no objection in giving the clearance of proposed construction of 7-story residential building in favor of Bishop heavy construction developer the last part number Parvala under Amalhanda Gram Panchayat. The government have necessary action be taken accordingly after observing necessary formality. In view of such law, Jila Parishad has not states up to the plan. After that is not placed. As regards to absolute growth,
Nine.
9 meter that is below 6.5 feet. And the approach load D, as I plot for instruction load, the entire plot is of the landowner. And here plot kept vacant. On the plot, that is the plot. So how do you farm there? Just kept vacant that very good, sir. And it just constitutes building plot on the back side, keeping vacant in the front side. What is the house?
But then where is the approach road?
Approach road, bottom plot, left side, 6.5 meter. That is the plot as per plot as the law says. It is above plot above 6.5 meter. Approach road is the land, which is of the landowner, on which in a portion is used for construction of land, another portion is not lying vacant. It is on portion.
But that is in a vacant land.
The entire land is of no landowner.
No, the plan has not been sanctioned in respect of the land which is falling in front of the constructed portion.
On portion for special use, for special land for use, and this approach road touching the same, and his land is entire. It is ownership land.
If suppose this land is sold out by the owner,
Then illegality came. Then demolition.
no, suppose, no, you come to page 36. If a land is sold out by the owner to a third party, and that third party applies for a sanction of building plan, he gets a sanction, he makes a construction, then what happens to the construction which is undertaken by the petitioner, by the respondent?
When we are granting permission, the entire plot is of the landowner as we have one.
No, it has not been indicated.
Yes.
See how the section rule 21 is complied with. Tell me.
21 says approach road. Approach road. Approach road. There is no mention that approach road should touch the building.
It is mentioned.
No, Lord.
Yes. Every building shall have an approach road.
The building shall have approach road. That is not that they should touch the building. The landowner can keep a special land for vacant.
But what is the reason for having that? You can have access to the constructed portion.
Yes. Lord.
But if a construction is undertaken in the no construction area, how these people will reach the constructed area?
That is after the inhabitants, they will use the building. So if they are
No, you are not understanding. Suppose, as of now, a construction has been undertaken having no approach road. The approach road is shown of a place which is now vacant. In future, there is a construction in the vacant land. How the inhabitants will have approach to the building which has been constructed this day? And how the rule 21 is complied with? Anywhere approach road, it doesn't say. The building should have an approach road. If that is blocked, upon subsequent construction in the vacant area, sir, if a construction made in the vacant area, it blocks the approach road to the constructed area behind that. Come to 36.
And we ground
Hmm.
as may be specified by the state government. The notification. Structure of or building shall have an approach road or passage from a public road, and the minimum width of such passage or road shall be 1 and 8 building has a approach road. But building on which the building is situated. If the plot number is there, that does not say that the building will get the approach road. Building. The inhabitants who will come, what is the use of approach road? Approach road or road for easy ingress and egress. If they do not face any that problem, and we have seen that the land on which the construction is being proposed to be made, and they have applied for sanction plan, the approach road touching that plot. We have seen that. That is the further reason we have not difficulties to grant permission because the land, the plot of land is of the same owner. Yes, the plot normally the vacant land is used for plot is the betterment for the inhabitants of the locality because they are getting the special vacant land in front of his building. But they are not facing any difficulty. They are not your lordship. That we are not facing, our approach has been blocked. They are not facing.
Hmm.
Who is facing? Not the neighbors or some other person is saying approach is not.
Where is the sanction building plan?
That has not been provided yet. Let them bring on record that.
This one, private is there.
See, is the unconstructed area is a part of the sanction plan?
Lord, that's why I am telling Lord. Your Lordship, kindly see, I have made, there are measurements. I have calculated. Lord, the approach road is 3.34 decimals. Out of 33 decimals, 23 decimal was converted to Vastu land. And thereafter, the entire area was
10 decimals were left.
10 decimals are left.
Correct.
And Lord, 3.34 decimals, Lord, is the approach road. That is, Lord, this side space. My learned friend has not clarified. I have calculated, Lord. This is 3.34 decimals is left for approach road. It is directly connected with the building.
Nowhere in the report says that.
You are for?
Lord?
You are appearing for?
Private respondent. Private respondents.
You have filed your opposition to this.
No opposition was called for.
But then how to deceive? You have to declare that there is a 3.5 feet.
Yes.
Some things should be on record. Verbally, it cannot be.
But
Yes, you are for?
from their report, it appears that they have taken measurement of the entire plot. And Lord, out of 20.
Where is, then you produce your sanction plan. Let us see what is there.
And
Jila Parishad in its report has not produced the sanction
that
plan.
apart, Lord, your Lordship, kindly consider another aspect of the matter. That the petitioner, Lord, what is the locus standi? It is not a public interest litigation. He is not affected in any way. Kindly see the paragraph 2 of the writ petition. He is the adjacent owner. He has never alleged that he, in any way, by the construction, he has been affected. He is saying all these things, Lord, those are not at all connected with his interest. But kindly see the paragraph 1, 2 of the writ petition. That the petitioner said that he is jointly owned such and such, not only single owner, that owners are not there. Owner of such and such is very adjacent to the petitioner's plot. These plots are adjacent to the petitioner's plot. And all these allegations have been made. We have applied for, Lord. Plan has been duly sanctioned, vetted by the government of West Bengal. Thereafter, everything has been maintained. And construction has been made. Now their residents are there. The persons are in occupation. Lord, they are now stating that he is the adjacent owner. Paragraph 2. And for that reason, he has filed the writ petition, not a public interest litigation.
Okay.
And Lord, kindly see this. And Lord, so far, section 21, section 160. Kindly, Lord, see once your Lordship has correctly read and interpreted that it is not correct interpretation on the part of my learned friend. Because in case of Lord industrial area, there is no necessity for approaching the state government. Panchayat authority can. sanction in case it is within industrial area or industrial belt.
Jila Parishad.
But so far, my lord, other areas is concerned, it can be granted only by the state government, and that has been done. And if it is industrial area, there must be a board, it's development board, it should be shown in the site that it is industrial area. And Lord, section 21 is concerned, Lord, approach road, I have pointed out, and Lord, so for the 6.5, this area, this, Lord, all the parties they have agreed, and no objection has been raised by the railway that we will not allow. And this is more than 15 years they have stated, and when it is judgment of necessity, there is no other approach road.
File a short affidavit in opposition.
Come to
Huh?
page 20.
You come up with an affidavit in opposition.
That if you
No,
are
deal with the
direct,
allegations made because
I'll do it.
it has to be gone into.
Well, let them
And
bring
Lord,
on
upon
record
calculation, it appears that
on
road is
record
there.
the sanction building plan also.
Jila Parishad has not filed.
No, the sanction building plan has to be brought on record. My lord, prior to that, my lord, I will,
Wait. All these years you're sitting there. Right.
The government has done permission or not. So I have not contempt or done permission of the
Ashun, sir.
I have
Mr. Swensu, learned advocate for the petitioner, submits it. You are for the state.
My lord, I am for the state. If there is a file report or anything regarding six, my lord, matter for the raised in the permission of the hospital heights was there. But the petition, my lord, only the department is regarding. But my lord, the report of the report, my lord, the joint secretary, my lord, my lord, the header, my lord, regarding the my lord, clearance of construction. If we my lord, then I should find position or whatever, my lord, to clarify my position. This my lord, clearance has been given by the my lord. Joint
So on behalf of the department state, you file a report?
Then here that is my lord.
Mr. Swensu, learned advocate, please submits that. The permission granted by the Jila Parishad for the purported construction has not been made in accordance with law. Rule 21(1) of the West Bengal Panchayat within bracket Gram Panchayat Administration bracket close rules 2004 clearly provides that there has to be an approach road of minimum width of
1.8 meter.
1 and 8/10 meter. There is no such approach road to the purported building, and therefore there has been a violation of the existing rules. Challenging such accord of sanction building plan, the writ petition has been filed. Learned advocate for Jila Parishad. This is which Jila Parishad? Hooghly? Purva Mednipur Jila Parishad submits that the Jila Parishad has granted permission after has granted sanction after getting permission from the Joint Secretary to the Panchayat and Rural Development Authority. Further, the approach road as shown in the map leads to the constructed area to a vacant land belonging to the owners. As such, the Rule 21(1) of the Rules 2004 has been duly complied with. Mr. Gopal Chandra Ghosh, learned advocate for private respond, senior advocate for private respond number 9, 10, and 11, seeks to file affidavit in opposition to the writ petition. And let's search, 2 weeks, 1 week. Learned advocate for the state respondents also seeks to file a report in the form of affidavit without 2 weeks, 3 weeks for discovery written. Opposite the exception to the report of respond number 3, 4, and 5 filed by the petition is taken on record. Exception copy has been given to you.
The question of his local standard,
The point of maintainability of the writ petition is kept open and shall be decided at the final disposal of the writ.
My lord, directed for bringing on record the
Let them come. Let them file the report if required. After 3 weeks. देखिए 4 समय फोन हेलो
Order. Yesterday, your lordship has passed an order. Today, I have received this. I have handed over a copy of this.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of the.
Oh, Mr. Sinha, yes, yes, yes. For you, we were waiting.
I do not understand. My lord, due to my acute personal problem, I had gone to my house, being left the court today.
Thank
And
you
when
very much.
he mentioned before your lordship without any notice. And my lord, your lordship
I know, I
was
know.
pleased to allow.
Yes, yes. Because of the urgency, I have taken. Otherwise, I have
No,
not.
no. What is urgency? He is misleading your lordship.
Let us hear out the matter and dispose of the case. It's
Always
every day the
misleading.
matter is being fixed. Yes,
What
Mr. Bhattacharya.
What is his enforceable right?
Let's
Seek
see.
any mandamus?
Yes.
First, kindly come to page 40. Seeks my permission by concerned Gram Panchayat in the year 2008.
Yes.
Permission for construction of boundary. That is also for subject. That is, I read this. On the basis of your application dated 13 March 2008 for permission against construction of boundary wall on the lawn surrounding your VIP land. The permission hereby given to you for construction of boundary wall being plot number 233 to 39 by 821, 36 to 13. I am not reading the entire plot. Further, permission is granted on the basis of the site plan approved by the Pradhan Chaitanyapur Gram Panchayat dated 21st March 2008. My application is on 13 March and I submitted along with the site plan. They have verified the same. Thereafter, they have issued the
Further, the
permission
permission is granted with your site planning. Okay.
It's dated 21st March 2008.
Yes.
এই মর্মে প্রথমে প্রদান করা হইতেছে যে বিশেষ প্রমাণিক পিতা সাজান স্যার এর স্থায়ী বাসিন্দা উক্ত গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েতের অন্তর্গত চৈতন্যপুর জেল নম্বর মৌজা নম্বর সাজান স্যার আই এম নট রিডিং দি এন্টায়ার প্লটস তো ব্যক্তি দুইটি বসত বাড়ির চারিদিকে আংশিক সাকার প্রাচীর সহ বাঁশের বেড়া রহিয়াছে।
My lord, I am interrupting one thing, my lord. My lord, it is not the scope to de novo, my lord, hearing, because my lord, kindly see page 121 of the
5 minutes to let him first complete.
De novo hearing, my lord, there is no.
Yes, yes, Mr. Bhattacharya.
অন্তর্ভুক্ত নকশা অনুযায়ী উক্ত ব্যক্তি উক্ত ভূমি চারপাশে সম্পূর্ণ পাকার প্রাচীর তৈরি করে আমাদের কোনো আপত্তি থাকিবে না। Next page is my lord, the page 47, that is the sketch map granted to me. This is my sketch map. This is verified
On thereafter, my permission has been accorded. Now you will say I am not reading in between. There are other proceedings. Now you will say kindly straightway come to the order which is under chapter. Page 129. Start from page 129. You will say kindly come to page 132. There are other issues which this will not come to page 132, which is order under chapter. That's why I'm sorry, but it's start from page 131. Today it's fixed for hearing. Sir, Pramanik of the WPS Sajasa, this one have present in person the report of the block development that we have received. The picture we should not duplicate something the report of the project are not proper and I'm out of that. The private respondent Sajasa submit they have they along with picture and the Pudar computer present Sajasa. Peruse the inspection report complement of the Sudaka along with the employees appears from the same report that the plot number 128-201 are two adjacent areas and beside there iron fencing gate made by the in front of the PWD road. Then I am not on that manner. I am not also reading the entire one. You must try to straightway down page 132. What is the reason for passing this order? Paragraph 3, third paragraph.
Yes.
Has been second paragraph, sorry, paragraph is after verification of the document that apparent that 120 jail of Satansa, which has commercial trade of being the name of habitual. It has also been observed that the Sri Pramanik has been granted permission by the Pradhan Chaitanya Gram Panchayat on Satapa construction of the boundary wall on plot number Satansa at Muja Satansa. So the Pradhan Chaitanya has clearly stated no formalities have been maintained as per rules and there is no document as a proof in the office record. In such permission is illegal. Only because of this order of demolition of my boundary has been passed. That is kindly come to the rules. What are the relevant rules? Where permission according to my landed, according to the Pradhan or the other officials, there is a document which can be shown that I have submitted the prescribed fees for permission. Whether prescribed fees is required for granting permission or not. So let's kindly come to rule 23 first. Section 23 first. Section 23.
Yes.
No parcels, sir. Erect any new structure or a new building or make any addition to any structure or building in an area within the municipal property except with permission from the permission in writing of the Gram Panchayat. There are other provisions. There are other provisions. Now you have to kindly come to section 2, subsection 2. Every person seeking permission under subsection 1 shall make an application in writing to such authority in such form containing particulars and on payment of fees. It has been demolished. These are the abolition as we prescribed. This is in respect of on structure or this is in respect of any structure or new building. Next one, kindly come to rule 3. On receipt of subsection 3. On receipt of such application, after making such inquiry as it concerns necessary and in accordance with such rules as may be made by the state government on this behalf, shall by an order writing either grant permission or refuse it and recording in the case of refusal, reasons therefore. But so far my case is concerned, my permission has never been refused. They have said they don't have any records. They are also their statement is that they have not found any record in their office. My permission so far granting by the Panchayat that has not been refused. Never been refused.
Yes.
Have already been granted permission. Now your lordship kindly. Any person acted by an order of the authority under section refusing permission may within 90 days date of communication of such order prefer an appeal. I cannot prefer any appeal. Now next one.
Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Lordship, something to correct, this is not the updated.
Yes, my
Not the
updated book, up-to-date book.
Which is the up-to-date book?
after, this is a book of
2022 is up to date. This book is up to date. 22.
I am also having the same.
I don't have, I have.
2016 there has been.
Please, sir, go through the updated provision and then submit. That would be convenient.
Once again, no person shall erect any structure or new building or make any addition to any structure or building having interior. I am not on that.
Yes, sir,
I am
inquiry and
only
exam.
with regard to structure or building. The interior more than a square meter or height of such. Provided further that such erection or new structure or new building or such addition of any structure or building or such permission that government shall subject to such rules as may be made by the state government, let's say administrative rules. I will refer this.
Yes.
And there are certain provisos. I am not on that. Now let's kindly come to section 3. On receipt of such application, Gram Panchayat, after making such inquiry and exemption of the building plan as will be considered necessary and in accordance with such rules as will be made by the state government officer shall by an order in writing either grant permission or refuse it, recording the case of refusal, reason thereof. My case is that my permission has been granted. There is no refusal. Next, any person agreed by an order of the Gram Panchayat refusing permission. My case is not that I cannot prefer any appeal also. On receipt of any living intimation in this regard within the stipulated time as may prescribed may prefer an appeal the acted of it. Since by this section now you're going to come to the building to administrative. When I have to make an application to prescribed form. I thought then also kindly come to the administrative rules, Panchayat, Gram Panchayat Administration 2004. Rule 70.
Yes.
Subject to provision of Rule 20, any person intending to erect a new structure or new building or make any addition to an existing structure or buildings or in area which is registered Gram Panchayat shall for obtaining prior in writing the concern and make an application duplicating Form 4. Form 4 for Gram Panchayat.
Kindly ask him to show Form 4. Form 4. Nothing. Nothing is with me, him. Only it is a manufactured document. He is showing before your lordships. Repeatedly, my lord, it is examined and my lord, it is, my lord, rejected. Rejected.
And I am saying clause 7, rule 70 is not applicable for me. It is applicable only in respect of structure, new structure. Rule 19 is applicable for me. Exemption for permission. No permission of the Gram Panchayat shall be necessary for erection of the threshold structure, tin shed or shed without brick wall.
Yours is brick wall.
Covering an area not exceeding 18 square meter and such structure. Now you can come sub-rule 2. Permission of Gram Panchayat shall be necessary for repair of any such and such. Now sub-rule 3. Permission for Gram Panchayat shall not necessary for erection of a boundary wall unless it is made of brick or cement and boundary wall is not kept vacant. Rule 19 is applicable for me. So far, Rule 70 is not applicable for me.
19.3.
19.3 is applicable for only
is not keep vacant land, but it is used or likely to be just stack here.
I don't require to submit any.
What is this? Is for commercial purpose.
This is for boundary wall. There is some commercial wall is commercial building is there.
It is what is the purpose of that building? What is the purpose of the building?
Have initially granted a trade license for doing a business. That has also been annexed. RTA
Okay,
application.
that is for business purpose.
Subsequent, my lord, document, subsequent.
No, no, it's
Earlier-
it's
earlier
for
there was
commercial
not-
purpose. We
There-
examine
there
19.3.
was no document.
I should
There
have
was no
my-
earlier document.
Okay.
Recently,
my-
my lord, recently he has got this, my lord, document from the Panchayat and annexed with this writ petition. Earlier 3 writ petition he has filed, my lord, such type of document has not annexed with that. Recently he has, my lord.
19.3
got
applies in
this-
a, Mr. Sinha will come to you, huh?
applies for, not 17 is applying for. If
So as per you, there is no necessity of taking permission.
I said only permission is required, which I have obtained. Full form 4.
No, sir. If you say that you have obtained permission, then that should be under certain rules. At the same time, you argue that permission is not required. These are two contradictory arguments which is coming up. If you say that permission is required, as per rule you have taken, fine, complied with. If you say that permission is not required, we are not into it.
That permission is required.
Okay.
This is my specific submission, since I have made the construction with cemented brick work, permission is required. This is my specific submission. Whether I have to submit in form 4 or I have to submit prescribed fees, that is to be decided by the board. Whether it is required or not. It is required only in case when I submit my application under rule 7.
So how did you obtain the permission?
I have made an application, you also got this one. You also kindly come.
But then that application ought not to have been entertained since it is not in the form as provided in the rule you have indicated.
On the basis of your application,
Now, where is that application?
my application is not ready.
First, I may assist this. First, where is the word permission originating in the function?
Yes.
He is saying that in respect of boundary wall, I am just required to take a permission. In respect of erecting a whole building, he is required, as per his understanding of the law, he is required to take a different type of permission altogether. Where is that in that? If I may,
But then
my learned friend-
17, if you have a copy of that, because see, an authority cannot grant a permission without there being an approach made.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
An application has to be made at the first instance.
From the very beginning, they have not, my lord, submitted any
Mr.
document.
Bhattacharya,
in
have
this
you
respect.
annexed any application? Because it says,
Have the application, but not right now, it's not. being-
no, then I cannot consider.
Kindly read their permission on the
No.
basis of your application dated 13/3/2008.
See, they record that there is no document. You say that them, but you say that you have a permission. But that permission should have a basis.
But this is the document, this is the issue
No,
by
no,
the
no.
concept Panchayat.
Next.
And if only because of this, my they said it's illegal.
Yes.
Lord, kindly, I will, my lord, submit the list of dates. My lord,
Give a copy.
4, 5 writ petition has been filed, and therefore, my lord, at a glance to
All these orders are annexed to the writ petition?
Everything has been.
Okay.
my lord, pursuant to the first 23/5/2021, pursuant to the requisition under section 6 of RTI Act 2005, the appellate authority supply the information stating inter alia that the writ petitioner herein has constructed the concrete boundary wall without any prior permissions of the permission granting authority. Without any permission. It is clear that he has not taken any permission, my lord, from the Panchayat authority.
Copy.
My lord, I have
So copy is here.
this is the list of dates.
No. Where is the copy of this RTI? RTI reply.
No,
I'm sorry to interrupt.
RTI.
There is civil suit building. I against me. As order of status has been passed.
Lordship, there is a settled proposition of law, even if there is an order of injunction, the civic bodies, if there are unauthorized
Even if, my lord, from here and there he is submitting before your lordship. Even if there is a civil suit is pending, my lord, read court can interfere. Read court can interfere, my lord. In this respect, I will submit before your lordship's one judgment, my lord. My lord, kindly see this judgment has been passed by Honorable Justice Devanshu Bosak and my lord, Honorable Justice Mr. Sabbar Rasidi. My lord, kindly see this. My lord, kindly see page 2, para 7. Since there is allegation of unauthorized construction on the plots involved in two Khotiyans noted such and such, Panchayat will invoke section 23 of the West Bengal Panchayat 1973 and inquire as to whether there exists any unauthorized construction in the two Khotiyan noted above or not. No doubt, the Gram Panchayat will undertake such exercise upon notice to both the private parties. Gram Panchayat is at liberty to hear such other parties and consult such documents as it deems necessary. And Gram Panchayat will pass a reason order and communicate the same to the parties it heard forthwith thereafter. It is expected that the entire exercise completed within 8 weeks from the date of communication of this order. And my lord Gram Panchayat, we clarify that we did not enter into the rival contention as to the validity and legality of the construction existing at the local. All points with regard thereto are kept open. Gram Panchayat will decide such issue without being influenced by any of the observation made by the learned single judge or by us in this order. In the event Gram Panchayat finds any unauthorized construction, it would send such decision to the jurisdictional subdivisional officer to proceed in accordance with law to remove the unauthorized construction. Judgment and order dated December 24, 2024 passed WPA number 2187, 2017 is set aside. In this point, it is decided that as there is a civil suit pending and therefore Panchayat will not take any decision. And therefore, it is, my lord, set aside by the Honorable Division Bench. And my lord, kindly see the Honorable Justice Amrita Sinha's order first.
Page number?
Page number 95.
Also in my report.
No, not 95.
Page 22 of my report. That has been
22.
95 the order of the Robi Krishna Kapoor, Honorable Justice Robi Krishna Kapoor. My lord, kindly see page 98. Page 98. Page 98. Has your lordship got it? In my view, my lord, the petitioner has been unable to show any permission in writing from the Gram Panchayat permitting the petitioner to construct the boundary wall. There is also no money receipt, which the petitioner has also been able to furnish, nor has the petitioner been able to show any prior permission under the Act. The documents relied on by the petitioner have been signed by the erstwhile Pradhan, that is manufactured document. And my lord, prima facie, the impugned order does not warrant any interference.
What was the impugned order in that writ petition?
My lord,
What was the impugned order in that writ petition?
in this writ petition,
In not this, the one that you are showing. What was the impugned order?
oh, my lord, impugned order, SDO's order.
since 2022. There has been several instances where the authorities have passed order for demolition.
This order. Okay.
Was carried into a writ petition.
At that
No, sir.
And my lord,
Meaning this appeal has been preferred.
Whatever.
This order appeal has been preferred, thereafter an order has been negotiated part that has been passed by.
and my lord, kindly
This,
see page 117. My lord, it is Jol, it is not Vastu. How the Panchayat will give the permission?
Page?
Page, my lord, 117. It is Jol. My lord, status Jol. It is not the Vastu land. How the Panchayat will give the permission? My lord, kindly see the rule 26.
No, we will concentrate on the order passed, which has been challenged in the writ petition. The only challenge is that he has got a permission. They say that there is no permission.
That respect, I have submitted a report.
Where is that?
But that report was submitted on the last to last occasion. That is in the record.
Whatever.
That report, your lordship, the Pradhan has particularly stated that since there are no records with code and other rules, there is no record in respect of it. Like with other rules. Report in form of affidavit on behalf of the state.
Page number, page number.
Lordship, firstly, at page 7, I have is the award. If I may please. That the Pradhan Chaitanyapur Gram Panchayat writes letter such and such to the BDO Shutarata Block Development dated 7/27/24 has stated that as per rules such and such, if the matter would be approved by Gram Panchayat, a requisite amount have to be deposited in Form 5 Farakka Rashid, but in reference to the incident case, there was no any proof of document in the office of such Gram Panchayat. Therefore, your lordship, the letter has been annexed at page 27, you know.
Page 27.
Page 27.
Yes.
Now, in this respect, the petitioner has already submitted that he need not pay any fees or observe the rules of 17, 19, 21 accordingly, because it is just a boundary wall and he is protected by 19. The question I ask to myself is, how is he distinguishing this permission? It has not been distinguished in the Panchayat Act. If I may place 17, 19 altogether for your lordship convenience.
And
17, your lordship, control of application in Form 4. Subject to provisions of Rule 20, any person intending to erect a new structure or a building or to make any addition to an existing structure or building within the jurisdiction of a Gram shall, for obtaining prior permission in writing of the concerned Gram Panchayat, make an application in duplicate in Form 4 to the Gram Panchayat. This is the relevant portion. So, for obtaining any kind of prior permission, you are required to apply in Form 4. This is not distinguished over here. Now, what he is seeking that he is exempted, that exemption is for, in 19.3, the exemption is in respect of permission of Gram Panchayat shall not be necessary for erection of a boundary wall unless it is made up of brick or cement. And he has admittedly stated before this court that it is of brick. Continue to have cement, brick cannot be tied up with strings. So, therefore, for this permission as well, he ought to have followed those procedures under Rule 17. In terms of Rule 4, he has to give a permission application and he has to obtain the application.
And my lord, also, my lord, kindly see my lord, page 122.
Ajimone chamber যেতে হবে।
My lord, de novo hearing, why de novo hearing, my
এটা
lord?
রিজার্ভ করে দেবো। কালকে দেবো না, আজকে দিয়ে দেবো।
And this is the third or fourth round of litigation. Every time there is a direction from the authority to break down his wall, like on the very first occasion, my learned friend for the petitioner has submitted that 3 times, 4 times he has succeeded.
Okay.
I do not
Ashen.
because due to technical difficulty, not on the merit of the.
আচ্ছা দিয়ে দিও ওখানে।
And my lord, Panchayat, who is the
No, it's all over.
Lord, what Panchayat has done, my lord, that is not interfered with by the earlier court, my lord, kindly see, Honorable Justice.
Order basing which the notice has been issued, that has been annexed. The earlier writ petition that you have filed.
Page 120.
No, this writ petition number.
7503, your lordship.
Yes, that is there.
And my lord,
contempt
the order,
application had not.
my lord, order is not complied with. Therefore, my lord, contempt application has been filed and order has already been passed. My lord, kindly see.
What is the last order passed?
Last order, my lord, passed 28th February 2025. My lord, kindly see the.
Order now?
My lord, kindly see the.
CPAN 25 of
20th February 2025.
no. CPAN number.
কিছু নেই রিপিটেশন বেকার একটু আসুন চেম্বার বলে order reserved we're dictating the chamber.
And my lord,
Oh, we have enough of this. Start. Chalo.
filing number.
I am trying, my lord. It's the margin, not this one.